Aloha. So, look at this cat, and what do you think it's doing? It's laying on the ground, and it was twisting and twirling on the ground, acting as if somebody was petting it, like it was being caressed, or it was just enjoying the feeling of rolling on the ground, right? And so what I believe is that the cat is grounding itself. It's feeling the energy from the bare ground that God put in there. And I mean, it's partly, if you think about it, what's in the ground? You see things growing. There's grasses growing, plants, weeds, whatever you want to call it. Green things are growing. In order for them to grow, what has to be there? There has to be nutrients in the soil, water, sun, and air. And so that means that there's nutrients in this soil. And nutrients, here we go. The nutrients is from organic matter, which could be, oh, there goes the cat. The cat saw something. So it could partly be from, feces from animals, whether that be cats, dogs, ducks, birds, even insects, because if we take a closer look here, oh, I saw an ant crawling. Oh, here, right here. There's an ant crawling. I don't know if you can see that. So of course, these insects also, they eat, and excrement has to come out. So what I'm getting at is that there's living things in the soil. And let's get past that, excrement, poo is gross. It actually is material that is being recycled. Think about it. It's in the ground, and then this plant is growing from that. So it needs that. There's all kinds of nutrients in the ground. Calcium, I can't remember all of them, but you know what I'm talking about. There can be iron, there can be all kinds of minerals in the ground, and that's what's feeding these plants, partly nitrogen, potassium, remembering there's a formula called NPK. K is potassium, I forget what the P is. Anyway, and there's microbes in the soil. They say if you take a handful of soil, that there is 10 billion microbes in there, which is more than the people that live on Earth. So that is the energy that is in the ground that cat was feeling. And so we really need to be touching the bare ground with our bare hands and our bare feet. And, well, I was going to say our bare body, but not totally bare unless you're in your own private backyard. But if you were to wear shorts and have your legs touching the ground, or if you wore short sleeves or tank top to have your arms touching the ground, so you could be laying on like a beach towel and let certain parts of your body touch the ground and feel that energy coming in. I mean, yeah, you're, I guess, technically dirty, right? But you can wash your hands, you can wash your body afterwards, but you want to receive that positive energy, because I believe that's what's wrong with our society that wears shoes all the time and is afraid of touching the bare ground. And some people are afraid to touch animals because they're like, oh, they're dirty. It's like, Yeah, these animals, let's look over here. They are constantly touching the ground, whether it's their feet or their whole body. And so they're constantly taking in this positive energy, and we are not. We barely, I mean, I barely touch the bare ground if I'm not gardening without gloves. You know, we're always wearing gloves too to protect us from germs. Well, you can wash off the germs. Even if you were to touch poo, fresh poo from yourself or from an animal, you can wash that off. You just gotta make sure you wash it off pretty good before you eat or touch any part of your body, like your eyes, you know, or your mouth or your nose. So anyway, so that's my thing for today. I saw that cat enjoying laying on the ground, and I wanted to share with you that we should do the same thing. We should sit with like a lawn chair on the grass or the ground or the beach or any ground, and as long as you don't see like feces or pee on the ground, then touch it and enjoy it, you know, like experience it, be mindful and think about all the things that are below your hand. You know, that there's an aquifer and there's rocks, and you know, if you were like to dig deep down, what would you find? You know, it's amazing. I mean, if you actually were to do that, just to see what's down there, I think would be a good experience. Anyway, mahalo for listening and watching, and I look forward to hearing your comments on this and your experience. And please share this with someone who may find it enlightening or has some kind of experience to share that's related to it. So, okay, thank you. Talk to you next time.